Hello, I'm Mike Rawlings. I'm a leader of No Labels, a movement to fix American politics and put country over party. We're bringing together patriotic Americans who come from the left, the right, and the center, and together comprise what we call the common sense majority in America. These common sense voters don't agree on every issue, and that's okay. In fact, that's the point. What unites us is a commitment to work together to solve our biggest problems. The first is Washington's spending addiction, which is wreaking havoc in our daily lives. Both parties have blown trillions of dollars that our country doesn't have. This is driving inflation such that working families are struggling to afford groceries, and it is jeopardizing essential programs like Social Security. Both parties refuse to admit that Social Security will be bankrupt in 8 years, which will trigger an automatic 24% benefit cut, doubling poverty among the elderly. Now, the crisis can be averted, but only by leaders with the courage to acknowledge reality and with the basic fiscal discipline that your average Americans live every day by. Our second common sense priority is to fix the immigration system and secure the border. The border crisis is a perfect representation of America's political sickness. One party tries to ignore the issue, and the other tries to weaponize it, and neither tries to solve it. Meanwhile, nearly 8,000 people attempt to enter our country illegally every single day. This is more than a border crisis. It's a humanitarian crisis, a crime crisis, and an economic crisis. The common sense solution is to secure the border first, then reform the legal immigration system to meet our workforce needs in the 21st century. Our third priority is to restore common sense to America's leadership of the world. The far left wants to abandon Israel, and the far right wants to abandon Ukraine. The far left is sympathetic to Hamas, and the far right is sympathetic to Vladimir Putin. Meanwhile, both parties are doing Russia and China a big favor by pitting Americans against each other. It's no wonder our enemies are emboldened and wars are breaking out in critical regions. The majority of Americans are clear about what they believe. We should be active in the world to the extent that it benefits our safety, security, and interest. It requires common sense leadership of the same kind that we respect all throughout society. Leadership that balances strength and restraint, compassion and realism. Join us. Thank you very much.